Hey, welcome back everyone for week 17 of the 2014 NFL season. Sorry for the lateness of this video. I have been slammed at work. I don't know anything about any recession. There's no recession around here. I'm going to have to make this as quick as possible. So let's get right into the picks. The first game is Detroit at Green Bay. Detroit hasn't won in Green Bay for 100 years. I don't think they will as well. So in this game, so take Green Bay. Jacksonville's at Houston. Jacksonville has nothing to play for. I don't know if Houston still has a shot at the playoffs, but Jacksonville doesn't want to give up a better draft pick, so let's take the Texans straight up. Cincinnati's at Pittsburgh. You know, the Bengals finally proved that they could win a game in prime time, but I think the short week and the Steelers are playing really well right now. Let's go with Pittsburgh. Indianapolis is at Tennessee. Indy really played poorly last week, but Tennessee doesn't want to jeopardize any draft picks, so let's go with the Colts. Cleveland's at Baltimore. There's another team that has played as poorly as you could possibly think. It looked like the Ravens were actually shaving points, but let's take Baltimore here. Buffalo's at New England. I guess the Patriots are probably going to rest a lot of players because they can't improve. They've got the number one locked up. So I still think they'll win, but we'll come back to that again in the against the spread segment. We'll go with the Patriots here. The Jets are at Miami. I think Rex Grossman goes out in a whimper. The Jets came close last week against the Patriots. Blocked field goal sort of deflated them. Let's go with Miami, who really have beaten all the teams that they should have this year. Let's go with the Dolphins. Carolina's at Atlanta. I'm tempted to take Carolina against the spread. I won't, but I do think that they're going to win this game for some reason. I like the Panthers over Atlanta. The Bears are at my Minnesota Vikings. You know, hats off to rookie Teddy Bridgewater. He basically did this without running back Adrian Peterson. Our tight end was hurt most of the year. The receiving core is terrible, and the issues on the offensive line. Hats off to the future for my Minnesota Vikings, who are going to beat the Bears this week. Sorry, Bears fans. San Diego's at Kansas City. It looks like Alex Smith is out, and maybe Jamal Charles, whatever the running back's name. I'm so busy right now, I can't even think. I think San Diego's going to win this game. Take the Chargers. Philadelphia's at the Giants. Kind of going in opposite directions here. The Giants are getting a little bit better offensively. The Eagles are struggling. I will go with New York in this game. Dallas is at Washington. These two teams always play each other tough. Doesn't matter who's dominating. But I'm going to go with the Cowboys in this game straight up. New Orleans is at Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers have a very good shot at the number one pick. They're not going to show up in this game. So take New Orleans. St. Louis is at Seattle. This game will be a lot closer than we think, but I think the Seahawks will win. In the end, Arizona's at San Francisco. It's too bad for Arizona. They got clobbered with injuries this year. They're down to their ninth-string quarterback. This will be a close game, but I'll take San Francisco straight up. Oakland's at Denver. You know, something's wrong with Peyton Manning. He doesn't have very much zip right now. He lost last week. Only threw 20 passes the week before. Upset? Maybe not. Let's take Denver straight up. Okay, in terms of over-unders and straight-up picks, I'm just going to go very quickly. I like Detroit, Green Bay under the 47.5. It should be a very cold game. Detroit doesn't do very well. Aaron Rodgers has a sore calf. It should be a good defensive struggle here, I think, by the Lions to keep the number low. So let's take under the 47.5. Buffalo's at New England. I keep guessing Buffalo under and they go over. They've only gone over like 3 times, and I think I picked them the wrong way every time in my video. But I do believe Brady and Gronkowski and some of those guys on offense are going to be sitting down, and Buffalo doesn't have a very good defense. So let's take under the 44. I like San Diego. We talked about that game earlier. They're slight dogs. I'm going to take the Chargers +1. We'll take the over in the Dallas-Washington game. Cowboys are putting up a lot of offense, and I think the Redskins will try to match them. So let's take over the 49.5 that it is right now. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. That number's, 47. I don't think Tampa Bay's offense will score more than 3 points. If they score more than 3, I will be surprised. So let's take under the 47. Let's also take New Orleans -4 in that game. St. Louis at Seattle. We mentioned that one earlier. St. Louis gave Seattle a rash earlier in the season. This is going to be their Super Bowl. They're not going to win the game, but it's 12.5 points. That might be too much. So let's take Seattle +12.5. And then the Arizona at San Francisco game, I said that's going to be a little closer than we think. It's 6.5. I like Arizona to cover that. So take Arizona +6.5. And then why not Oakland at Denver. The number's 14. I think Oakland will keep this close. They don't care about their draft pick. It's the Raiders. And like I said, Manning doesn't look that sharp right now. So let's take Oakland plus 14. For my Let's Take the Man's Money parlay play, 5 plays, we're going to take New Orleans minus 4, Oakland plus 14. We'll take Dallas, Washington over the 49.5. We'll take New Orleans, Tampa Bay under the 46.5, and we'll take San Diego Chargers on the money line, a $25 play. We'll get you $664.16. Those are my picks for week 17, the final week of the regular season. It's been a blast doing these videos, and I apologize for how quickly I'm going, but I haven't got very much time. I do want to tell you this. If you go to my website, geoknows.com, and click voting, or where it says the awards, I believe it is, you can now vote for the Geo Knows Awards in 5 different categories. I'll be making a video later in the week when I have more time to explain all the things, but you can actually go now and start voting for your favorite prognosticators in 5 different categories, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, for the Geo Knows YouTube channel, I'm going to see you in the playoffs, all right? Until then, let's take the man's money.